Hey guys, welcome back to Vince-Vell Customs. So today we're going to do a little bit of a quick video. I'm showing you guys where I'm at with making I guess the bat fins on a Batman kit. I got the kit from a friend. He wanted me to put it together for him. And as I was putting it together, I came across the fins for the gloves were actually not cured correctly. They were all jelly still. And I just couldn't use them. They were just messed up and they were really bad. So instead of trying to find the person who made the kit, order new ones and all that stuff, it was just better and faster for me just to make my own. Plus, it's better to have some metal fin guards that are really secured and makes life easier. So, now I didn't go crazy with the video showing you how I drilled out and attached them because I do that in a lot of my videos. So it's your basic magic sculpt, drilling out a nice long thing, putting in each fin, and letting it sit overnight. So now it's all hard and it's not going anywhere, so it's like, and actually you can pretty much stab yourself with it. It's pretty thing, but as you can see, they're in there really well. So you can hit them. So we're going to go into the garage and I'm going to sand these down and even them on the grinder. We'll show you that. But so I'll just kind of explain to you that, you can get these metal rods and they're fairly thick. You can get them in different sizes, but it makes life easier and it makes your kit stronger because if you use some sandpaper, you can kind of like grind it down a little bit. And when you hit it with primer, it'll prime very well and your life would be easier and it just works out. So, pretty much, magic sculpt, get them cut up and you attach them in. So, just to give you guys an idea what I did with the bar, is on one angle on the bar, I put in an inch going across. And then what I did is I moved it a little bit and I put an inch dot here and then I made my marks. So, as you can see, the rod was fairly long and I cut out all my pieces. So what I did is when I put it in the vise, I had it in the vise like this, and then what I did is I used my metal saw, and I just sawed it going slowly to get my, kind of like my spot, and then once it's done, I did it. And then after that, I just grinded them down on the grinder, just to kind of get any, like, little pieces off, and attach them in here. So we're going to go into the garage, and I'm going to show you how, you just pretty much get a nice even line going across, so this way. I can have it going further down a little bit or just keep it straight, but I'm going to go a little bit down. So you got to be careful, but you got to make sure you use magic sculpt, so it's pretty hard. But I mean, like, I'm like pushing really hard here and it's in, because actually they're an inch in there, so basically you figure it's about a ½ inch sticking out and a ½ inch in the resin, so it's on there pretty well. And you got to be careful too, because it's still like, pretty much hit you. And if you sharpen it too much, it can actually make them razor blade and cut yourself, which we don't want to do. But that's basically, just getting new fin guards into your kit with metal and just making your life easier so you don't have to worry about snapping them down the line. So we're going to go set up in the garage, we'll sand them down a little bit, and we'll go from there. Alright, we're in the garage and we're going to start sanding these down. Make sure you have your safety goggles because you don't want anything hitting your eye. This is going to get pretty loud, but just gives you an idea of how you can kind of get these grinded down a little bit without having to try to make it perfect in the first run. But you got to make sure whenever you grind this stuff down, it's going to get very hot, so you don't want to touch it. And you don't want to go over grinding it because you don't want to melt anything in here just in case. Because you just got to be careful with all that. So I'm going to kick it on, it's going to get loud, and kind of just start grinding it down. Alright, so let's get into out of the hot garage back into the AC, and we'll kind of go over pretty much all the rest of it. Alright guys, so we're back out of that hot garage, back in the AC, thank God, because it's like a hot box in there. But what I did was pretty much grinding them down. Of course, when I touched it, it was pretty hot, plus I also got a piece of that metal stuck into my finger. I had to pop out with a pair of tweezers. So you just got to be careful. It's metal work, you know, you just got to get used to it and everything. But at least these pieces are even now. They're nice and secured. I don't have to worry about resin breaking. And one of the hardest parts now is all you have to do is take some sandpaper, sand it down a little bit, you know, just to kind of get that smoothness off, so this way when I go to prime up the statue, the primer will stick to this really well. But it's still about 15 minutes or so, and this is still hot from grinding it. But I still have to hit some more pieces with the file just to kind of file it down. But like I said, it's just it's a matter of if you get a kit from somebody, or you're working on a statue, and even though it's got a piece on there, whether it's a sword, a weapon, fins for Batman's arm guards, you know, just because you get the kit and it comes with these pieces doesn't necessarily mean you need to use them. You can actually go and use metal. You can create your own. You could, you know, just, it's all fun. It always makes things different and everything. So now when I put the arms on him, we'll kind of just get back a little bit so you guys can get an idea. So when I have the arms on him, we'll have the nice even metal pieces on the back of him, which is kind of cool. So this way, when I put these arm guards on him and I start painting up, I don't have to worry about these snapping out at all. What I have to worry about now, though, is when I'm moving him around, I don't jab myself with this and make myself bleed, which I probably will do down the line. But it's just a matter of, you know, taking your kit to a different level and having fun with it. So it's kind of a good thing that I actually got those bad fin pieces from the statues. So this way I got to do real metal ones, and now I don't have to worry about all that breakage on it, which is pretty cool. So there you go, simple little video, just to give you guys a heads up on using some metal rods and bars just to make life easier. The hardest part about it was actually cutting out the pieces. That was it. But basically drilling it and throwing in the A's, and that was simple. So after all the work said and done putting it together, it's probably like a half-hour worth of work. That's about all. But there you go, just another tip and trick, you know, just for doing your kit. So hopefully it helped you guys out down the line. And we'll be back with more videos.